The Elixir, the Indonesian zombie apocalypse movie where ancient herbal medicine turns people into flesh-eating monsters. Yeah, imagine your grandma's jamu tonic turning the neighborhood into 28 days later. But here's the twist, this one doesn't hold back. There's blood, guts, kids in danger, and a family so dysfunctional that they make The Walking Dead look well adjusted. Stick around because later I will tell you why this movie somehow managed to be both brutal and boring at the same time. Hey everyone, it's Wes from Atomic Cult Media, where we dive into horror, sci-fi, and the wonderfully weird side of cinema. Today we're talking about Netflix's The Elixir by Kimo Stamboel, the same guy who gave us the Queen of Black Magic. So yeah, expectations were kind of high, emphasis on were. So The Elixir starts with a family business built around jamu, traditional Indonesian herbal medicine run by Setamin, a proud patriarch played by Donny Damara. But when a mysterious new formula goes wrong, it doesn't just heal, it reanimates. And from here, things get wild. The streets flood with undead, families turn on each other, and people start drinking elixir shots like it's a bottomless mimosa at a brunch from hell. But here's the thing, beneath the chaos, it's also a family drama. You've got a father clashing with his kids, mothers with shady motives, and a daughter who just wants everyone to stop screaming long enough to survive. And we'll get to the gore later, because there are a few scenes that honestly shocked me, but in a good way. Director Kimo Stamboel is known for practical gore, and that's like one of the few bright spots here. He co-wrote it too, but honestly, it feels like someone cut 40 pages of character development and replace them with more running and screaming. But The Elixir does have small nods to Indonesian horror. The jamu theme is genius. It's cultural, it's rooted in tradition, and it flips something comforting into something horrifying. Kind of like Campbell's soup caused the zombie outbreak in The Last of Us. But I can appreciate the themes here though. It's about legacy gone rotten. A father passing down something meant to heal that instead destroys. There's potential there for commentary on capitalism, generational trauma, or just, not putting poison in your family business. But sadly, I don't think the movie never really digs deep enough. The themes are bubbling under the surface, but are never really fully realized or explored. So you can tell I kind of don't like it, but let me talk about the stuff I do like. I really like the zombie design. I thought it was top notch. They're fast, they're twitchy, they're disgusting, and it really reminded me of the zombies from Dawn of the Dead 2004 remake, which I'm a fan of. Judge me all you want. And the gore is surprisingly practical. Viscera flying, limbs torn, and kind of splatter that makes you wince but not grin. And it's like blood squirting, it's actual blood squirting and not CGI, or at least it didn't look like CGI to me. And major props for not pulling any punches. Even kids are safe here. There's a little girl that gets freaking eaten in this, and it's pretty sick. In a good way, I guess. I don't know. I'm not... No comment. But it adds that uncomfortable realism missing from a lot of modern horror movies. If you're enjoying this review, hit that like button and maybe subscribe. I've got a whole playlist of horror movie reviews down below. Also, if you're on mobile, please hit that hype button. It really helps small channels like this. So this is what I didn't like about The Elixir. The characters are miserable. Nobody's likable in this, and the family drama feels like a bad soap opera happening during the end of the world. There's barely any plot. There's just people running and hiding and arguing for 2 hours straight. And yes, this is a full 2-hour movie. A movie with a plot this thin probably should have been like a tight 90 minutes tops. And by the final act, I really didn't care who survived. The zombies were more interesting than the humans, honestly. It's like the filmmakers poured all their passion into the effects department and left the writing team locked in the basement. Like, come on. Overall, I'm going to give The Elixir 1.5 out of 5. It's got killer makeup and gnarly gore and a fun cultural spin on the zombie formula. But it's also one of the most generic entries into this zombie subgenre I've pretty much seen in years. There's no real suspense, the pacing drags, and it's honestly a chore to sit through. I found my attention drifting to my phone, like, the phone away. The Elixir wanted to be the Train to Busan of Indonesia, but it forgot the part where we actually care about the people. But what did you think of The Elixir? Let me know down in the comments below. Did you dig it more than I did, or did you just find it just as generic? If you want to check out other horror movies, my playlist right here for all my horror movie reviews. Click here to subscribe, and our Patreon's right here. We also have memberships if you want to support us further. Hit that join button down below. Also, if you're on mobile, hit that hype button. It really helps small channels like this. And I'll see you later. Bye.